And welcome back to Sweet Magnolias. My name is Emily and today we're going to be doing a video on my 36-week pregnancy update. It has been such a long time since I've sat down and filmed an update video for you guys. I think the last one that I did was 24 weeks. So yeah, it's been quite a while. We're at 36 weeks now, and who knows if this will be the last one that I end up getting up for you guys before the baby comes, because technically after 37 weeks anything could happen. Who knows if I'll make it to 40 weeks? We just don't know. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am a wife of 3 years. I'm a stay-at-home homemaker, and in a few weeks I will be a mama to this little boy, and we're so excited for our new addition to our family. I just like to share lifestyle videos, homemaking videos. I like to share my thoughts on marriage and faith and family and things like that. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you hit that subscribe button before you leave. And let's go ahead and get on into this 36-week update. If you guys notice, I am in the baby's nursery. His nursery is complete now. We actually have curtains, and that was the last thing in the nursery tour. That's the last thing that I said that I needed was curtains. We have had 2 baby showers, so we are completely set with all of the stuff we're gonna need when our little baby comes. I'm actually planning to put out a video on how I organize baby stuff as a minimalist, so hopefully give you guys some tips and ideas on how to organize your stuff, especially if you're a minimalist with the baby, because there's a lot of stuff. When you have a baby, you get a lot of stuff, and we have a fairly small house, so I'm going to put out a video on how I organized all of baby's things. But like I said, we got 2 showers. We had so many people give us so many presents. People were very generous, and we're very thankful for all of our loved ones that have provided us with the things that we needed for the baby. So we're pretty much set. I have pretty much packed my hospital bag. You guys have already seen my hospital bag tour, or what I put in my hospital bag. Diaper bag is now in the car. The car seat is in the car. I've just got to wash a few things, put them in my hospital bag, and then the hospital bag is going into the car. So we're trying to get as prepared as possible. I washed bottles the other day. I have done some freezer meals. So as far as like the house and like the nursery and all of that kind of thing, I'm trying to be as prepared as possible, because all of my mom's babies came a week and a half to 2 weeks early. So I'm kind of not feeling like he's gonna stay in there till his due date, but who knows? I feel like everybody says that, especially with their first baby. Everybody says they think they're gonna go early, and I have not known one yet who has gone early. So I don't know. I could be totally wrong. He may absolutely make it to his due date and passed, but who knows? As far as updates for myself, I have felt pretty well. I'm very, very thankful, because this pregnancy has been a breeze, honestly. I haven't really had any issues. I didn't have a lot of heavy nausea. I just had, a little bit of queasiness, but I didn't have any heavy nausea. I have managed to stay well this whole pregnancy. I have not been sick one time, praise be to God, because you can't take anything when you're pregnant, or you can't take much. So I am thankful. I have not gotten sick at all in this pregnancy. I have started to feel some discomfort, which is expected because I'm in the 3rd trimester. I'm this close. I'm going to have some discomfort. Mostly the pains that I've been having is like in my lower back. If I get to doing stuff, and I try to like squat down to pick stuff up and not overdo it, not bend at the waist, but I still have been getting this pain like in my back, like lower pelvic bones and things like that. And I did mention it to my doctor just to make sure that it was normal, because I did have one day where I could not really get up. It hurt really, really bad that afternoon, and I ended up sitting with the heating pad the rest of the afternoon because it hurt really bad. But she said this is normal. She said that it's just, normal body changing while the baby's getting ready to come out, I guess. So I have had some of that. I've had a little bit more like sharp pain in my lower pelvic area. And honestly, this whole pregnancy, the baby has carried very high. Let me know what you guys have heard as far as like the gender thing. Like, I have always heard that girls carry high and boys carry low. And ever since I've found out that I was having a boy, everybody's telling me that boys carry high and girls carry low. So I really don't know what the truth is with that, but he has carried very high for this whole pregnancy. He moves a lot. I'm very thankful that I feel him move a lot, because they had told me in the beginning that it was going to take me a while to feel him move because my placenta was on the front, but apparently it has moved because I feel him all the time. The movements don't hurt really. Occasionally they hurt if he kicks really hard in a certain spot, but it doesn't really hurt. It just feels very strange. It's like a very weird feeling, but I'm definitely gonna miss that when I'm not pregnant anymore and he's not in my stomach anymore. I'm gonna miss those little movements. But he's been very high this whole pregnancy. Usually when I would feel him, he would be like up around my rib cage, that kind of thing, and I could tell that he had dropped just by the way that I was feeling more down in my lower abdomen area. So I went to the doctor this past week to find out if he had dropped, if he had gone head down, because when we had our 18 or 20 week ultrasound, he was actually breech, which was fine because it was so early, but he was actually breech then. And so we went to see if he was head down. I was pretty positive that he was going to be head down just by what I was feeling. I was feeling more down in my pelvic area. I have to pee all the time. And plus, when I was feeling movements up here now, I would feel a movement here and another movement like on both sides at the same time, and I figured that was probably his feet. And it turns out I was right. He has moved head down. He is in the head down position. She was able to feel that when I went to the doctor this past time. They did a group B test, which was not fun to say the least, but they did that, and then they also felt to see if he was head down, and she said that he was. I told her before she even checked me, like, I feel like he's dropped, and she felt my stomach and was like, oh yes, there's a whole lot of baby down low. So he's actually head down, and she said he's very low. She could not check my cervix to see if I was dilated because his head was actually in the way, and she said it was not worth it for her to try to move his head so she could feel my cervix, because I would have not liked that. She would have had to put her whole hand somewhere, and I would not have liked that. And she was like, it's not even worth it for me to try that yet. So, but he is head down, and she also said that everything is starting to soften. So we are definitely on our way towards the end of this thing very, very soon. As far as contractions go, I have felt a few more Braxton Hicks. Nothing crazy. I know I've heard of some girls that they have Braxton Hicks all the time, but I haven't really had any consistently. I'll have like one or two within a couple of hours, and then I won't have any more. It kind of depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing anything that's like more, not strenuous, but like more active, I'll sometimes get them. But then sometimes it's just like crampiness, and I don't know if that's necessarily considered a Braxton Hick or if it's just crampiness. But I will feel contractions every now and then, and they're starting to feel more centralized in my stomach. I think I may have mentioned it on here before, but before, when I felt actual contractions, they were mostly in my back, which kind of freaked me out a little bit because I was worried, what if that means I'm going to have back labor? Because I hear that back labor is really, really rough, but who knows. But the crampiness that I feel now, or the contractions that I feel now, are mostly centralized in my stomach, and it just feels like a mild period cramp. But I don't get them very frequently. I assume that will probably pick up more as we get closer to the end. I will probably feel more of those, but right now it's really not that bad. I am so out of breath from talking so much. I don't really want to talk about weight gain because I have gained more weight than I thought I would, but everybody says that everybody's different. I know that the estimated weight gain for a pregnancy is between 25 to 35 pounds if you were like at a normal weight when you got pregnant. I'm not over that, but I still have gained more weight than I thought that I would, but it is what it is. I'll lose it after the baby comes, and it's all right. I think that was about everything that I had to update you guys on as far as the pregnancy goes and how I'm feeling. The belly is getting so big now that I feel like it's going to explode any day. It's all on the front, and it's just looks like a giant egg. It just looks like a giant egg that's getting ready to hatch. So it's getting very big. I'm running out of clothes that fit me, especially when it comes to like church clothes, when I actually have to put regular clothes on to go somewhere. I'm kind of running out of clothes. I'm having to wear the same outfits over and over again. Pants are not really comfortable anymore. So when I'm at home, I'm usually wearing just sweatpants and Brennan's t-shirts. I wear Brennan's t-shirts to bed because none of my t-shirts fit anymore. In fact, this shirt actually fit me 2 weeks ago. It covered my bump completely, and now it rides up, so I have to wear something underneath it, which I think is really funny. And I'm kind of wondering how much bigger my stomach is going to get before the end of this thing. But I don't expect him to be a huge baby. I am going to guess and say that he's probably going to be somewhere between 7.5 to 8 pounds maybe, just because I wasn't a huge baby. I think I was in the 7-pound range. Brennan, I think, was around 8 pounds. So I'm not expecting him to be a ginormous baby or anything, but the stomach is definitely, the belly's getting big. Thank you guys so much for watching this pregnancy update. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave it a thumbs up, and also make sure that you're subscribed for future videos. I have a lot of video ideas that I'm planning on filming and putting out there soon, hopefully within the coming weeks. So make sure that you're subscribed for that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.